YouTube, this is Cubicraze, and today I'm going to be helping you get sub 1 minute, because I haven't found any good videos out there, so yeah, I decided to make one. So the format, I'll do an example solve, I'll go over it, and then I'll just give you some videos that you could use, and then just have a few closing comments at the end. So yeah, hope you enjoy. So I'm just going to show you what I think a bad 3x3 solve would look like. Well, it's not bad, it's just over 1 minute, and you want to get under 1 minute, so it is bad to you. So yeah, I'll just show you what it looks like. I haven't solved like this for a while. Bit of a disclaimer there. So it might not be exactly your technique. But hey, let's have a look and see what it's like. So, inspection you get, of course, but I can't be bothered with that. Now I will go over that solve and tell you what was bad about it, and then I'll tell you some things to improve, and maybe point out some good things with that. Right, so another thing you can do is to learn advanced cross, which solves the cross on the bottom, which obviously then you can look ahead for your corners while you're doing that, which is a lot easier and saves a lot of time. Alright, so when you see a pair together, insert it as an F2L pair, so you can learn some F2L for that, and that will save you a hell of a lot of time with looking ahead and your second layer, because obviously that's one algorithm less, which is quicker. Alright, so when you're doing your last layer, your first layer, when you're doing your last two corners, you want to look for middle pieces, the one that you're going to do first, and then you're ready to insert it, which can save 3-4 second pauses, which takes a big chunk off your time. So again here there's another massive pause and also an unnecessary move on the left face. So what you definitely want to cut those out, and that can save about 5 seconds. Right, so now my final point, you can learn 2-look OLL and 2-look PLL to improve your last layer. There are good tutorials by badmephisto on basically anything to improve your time. So yeah, I recommend going to check him out. My first point was advanced cross. Now what advanced cross is basically where you solve the cross with the cross on the bottom. So here I would do, say, so this camera setup's a bit awkward, but anyway, so first I would do See that maybe? Get that green in place. And then I would do that, which gets the red in place. And then insert the blue. And then there's an algorithm. If you watch badmephisto, I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, I'll have a link in the description to his channel. But it is, yeah, so when it's there, it is R prime, small u, R prime, small u primed. Which gets it in and doesn't affect any of the others, okay? So there's plenty of tutorials on the Advanced Cross. Trying to think of what I use now. I can't remember which one, but he's got some handy finger tricks, badmephisto. And there's some other channels that I like that will be in the description that have some good F2L tips, which all we do in the video is I had a pear here and I inserted it like that, which doesn't bring it in with a pear. Instead, what I could have done is bring it to the side so it's facing away. It can also happen where it's facing away that way, so it's there, but in this case it's like this, and then it's just R, U primed, R primed, which gets it in. So yeah, I forget what his name is. Oh, in the next video I will tell you his name, but yeah, this guy's got some really good F2L tips and tricks that can help you. So yeah, I recommend going to check that guy out, and I'll have his name in the next clip. Here's Colin BXYZ. My third tip was look ahead when you do the last two corners for your what's it called? Your second layer pieces. So that was my second corner. Now this is my third corner, and what I'm doing now is I'm watching this blue and orange because I like the look of it. So that's come down, so now I've stopped watching it because I don't want to have to get it out and all that. So I'm now watching this blue and red. So just keep watching it, and it seems to be pretty much in position. So then, and then I've watched this, seen it go. So then get that in. Which, you know, it's a hell of a lot quicker. So that's 3 pairs done, nice and quick, because we did that one F2L type pair. So then my last one is over here, I believe. I wasn't really watching that one, silly of me. Insert it, okay. So, I also had don't make unnecessary moves. So here, when you're doing your OLL, wait, let me just bring up a case. So here, when you have this, like, 2 corners, what you don't want to do is do that alg, which gets you a line, and then do an F prime. What you want to do instead is do F, R, U, R primed, U primed, R, U, R primed, U primed, and then do the F primed, instead of wasting that extra move. Final tip was to learn to look OLL and PLL. So here's to look OLL. So to look OLL is where you look at the cube, do an alg, and then look at the cube, do another alg, which gets you to there. And then to look PLL, obviously, is permutation of the last layer in to look. Now this is a one look case because I do know full PLL as well. Well, most of full PLL. But this is just your normal T-perm that you probably know as well. So, and that solves it, but it would normally be 2. There were some positives about this solve. The turn speed was good, and the cross wasn't too bad. And the last layer he did pretty well because he got an easy case like I just did in my 2-look PLL. So yeah, I'll go for the closing comment. The video has been quite long, but you know, I wanted to go quite in depth of how how to get sub 1, because it's quite an important question, you know. But yeah, hopefully you will be able to break that barrier, and you know, start getting 55-second subs, and then I'll probably make a sub 50, and that will include other tips. And I'm currently if you look at my about, you can find all my records, but my current average is about 35 seconds at the moment, which is I'm happy with. So yeah, hopefully you found this very useful. Hopefully you will start getting quicker. If you do use F2L, some of these tips still should have been useful for you. Sorry, you may have found it a bit boring if you did, but hopefully you will have been able to pick out the tips that are for you, and you've improved from it. So yeah, this is a Fangxi Shongren V2 for those of you who didn't know. It's my favourite. I just love it. It came perfectly tensioned. But I mean, yeah, it is my main. I love it, and the stickers are great on it. So I should make a review, but I'm not very good at reviews because my camera setup's not great, as you may have experienced through this video. But now I'm rambling on, so I'm going to shut up. So please do like if this helped you, and subscribe if you think it was great and you want to see more. And if you have any questions, if you want to see any other videos, put them in the comments. Bye!